Hi guys, it's me again, Last Razor. In this video, I will be going through the Pet Grace feature, which unlocks at level 75. And what I will be going through in detail would be some of the tips that it's quite essential for you to follow so that you don't mess up and it doesn't cost you in the long run, because what I'm about to show you is something that will really help you save diamonds if you don't mess up. It's not an issue for players who spend a lot of money, but for those who do not, it will definitely be an expensive lesson for you to learn if you don't know what you're doing. So let's go about doing this. There are a few things that you need to know. You need to be level 75 as mentioned earlier to be able to unlock this feature. So as you can see, there are two things that you need to have in order to do a Pet Grace, or rather three things. One would be firstly to have an activated pet. Secondly is to have the specific pet fragments, and lastly you need to have this item which is called the Blessed Stones. So pet fragments, you can actually get it from events, group buy from tycoons, or whatever event that there is that gives out mythic pet fragments. You can actually get it from there. Blessed Stone is a bit unique because from what I know, apart from you paying for it in events or special buy or whatever that is, there are two ways which I know you can actually get it. One is if you recharge, as you can see here. So the recharge rewards, one of them or a few of them will include Blessed Stones in that. And the other way to actually get a Blessed Stones is through the treasure hunt here, in which obviously you have to dig for the treasure, and the way you can get this spade or whatever chance that is through the guild escort, depending on whether it's a basic guild escort, if it's an advanced or whatever that is. You will be given a specific number of, to be honest, I don't know what it's called. In fact, I kind of forgot it, but just know that it's this spade looking item here. So this is what you need to actually get the Blessed Stones for free in this game, apart from the recharge. So this is some of the ways where you can actually get it. What you also need to know is that there are different ways in which you can grace your pet. Firstly, for mythic pets, you need to actually get them to rank 2 in order for you to grace them. For legendary pets, they have to be rank 3 to be able to be graced. For the other pets, depending on which stage you are at, they can be stage 1 or rather rank 1, 2 or even 3. So some of them, once you reach a certain point, they will ask you to up the rank of the pet, and you have to do it in order to advance further in the pet grace. So the main difference that you can see from legendary pets, mythic pets, as compared to the other pets, is the way you do grace. So if I were to just point it out to you, this is how the grace feature would look like for the non-mythic and the non-legendary pets. The attributes that you get, or rather the grace attributes gain or whatever you call that, you get, it's a lot lesser than the legendary or the mythic pets. It's quite obvious because the pet fragments are easy to get here. You can pretty much get it from anywhere. But when you actually move on to the legendary and the mythic pet, you can see that the grace is totally different, and there are 5 realms to that. So each of the realm will give you a ton of BR boost. So Dream Realm is the first one, and Final is the last one. So with each realm max, it will actually give you a bonus percentage of an attribute here, which will directly be added to your BR, regardless of you having activated the pet in terms of keeping it as your main pet or not. It will still be added on to your BR, so you don't have to make that your main pet. As long as you max it, whatever the percentage gain, the bonus that there is, you will still get it. So what you also need, one of the tips that I would actually give you is, especially for mythic pets, try to focus on one pet at a time, because it's not easy to get mythic pet fragments, and I would really recommend you guys to, you know, grace them until the lost realm here, because afterwards it just gets too expensive to kind of grace them, and you could actually use that pet fragments to you know, activate other pets, or rather to rank the other pets up, unless obviously if you have the specific pet fragment, then by all means go ahead. But if you have a generic pet fragment that you can exchange for everything else, you know, try not to touch the sky or the final realm. I'll just get that in a while in terms of why you shouldn't. So like what I'm mentioning, in order to just get to one level, 1 out of 20 for the sky realm, you need to get 18 fragments of Syro Saber, which is really a lot. In fact, if you were to, you know, convert that to diamonds in the group buy, or, you know, in anywhere, it will easily cost you about 6,000 to 9,000 diamonds, and that's just one level of Sky Realm. If you're going to max it, it's a lot more, and as you can see, for Final Realm, you need to have 40 fragments, which is totally insane. And on top of that, you need to have an insane amount of blessed stones as well. This is consistent among all the pets, so, you know, the amount of pet fragments that you need doesn't change with each pet. Only the specific fragments that you need will count in there. So one of the main tips that I would actually give you guys is choose a mythic pet that you would want to use. For me, I chose Loivisa. So what I did with this is I actually activated it. I got it to rank 2, and what I also did was to see, you know, what is, you know, the attributes that it's sharing with the other pets. So the next step would be to actually get these pets activated as well. So you know, whatever the pets are, just get it activated. The second thing I would actually do is to rank Loivisa to rank 2. Rank it up to rank 2. You need 80 fragments, if I'm not wrong, to get it you know, to level 2. And afterwards, what I will actually do is, you know, start ranking the other guys up as well. So there are a few things that you need to notice. Either you can you know, rank the other guys up, or you can actually put it to your grace as well. I would actually recommend you to activate these pets as well, because they will actually give your skills a lot of boost, and also, as you can see, the extra damage, attack percentage, and everything really adds up to your BR as well. So before you even grace anything, just get all the pets associated with you know, your pet that you activated, you know, just get them activated. And what I will do is I will just get all of them to level 2, and then I will start gracing them. So as you can see, Dream, it just costs about 10 fragments. It's really easy to get. And as you can see, I've actually stopped on Lost. I've not gone more than that. It just gets too expensive, as mentioned in the next video, or rather in my previous you know, few minutes ago. So what next you should actually do is start boosting, or rather start, you know, gracing the pets that are associated with your main pet. So for this, it's you know, Raphael, Cinder, or Haverus, or whatever it's called. So start gracing them. You know, if you have mythic pet fragments, then obviously you pump it to Raphael. Keep doing this. Don't spend on activating another pet. Just focus on one pet, because in the long run it will give you a lot more BR. And every time you max these realms, it will really give you a lot, and every time you upgrade them, it will still add on to your BR. It's a lot more than you spending 100 fragments to actually activate another pet. So for Loivisa, if you are starting from scratch, 100 fragments can actually probably get you, you know, it will definitely max out Dream Realm, Magic Realm, and probably it will get you to about 6 or 7 for Lost. That is a lot more BR than what you will get if you were to, you know, activate any other pet, be it Mystic or not. So this is the main tip that I would actually give you. So just focus on one pet. If you are spending tons of you know, diamonds on events, just get the pet fragments for the one which you're focusing, and you know, that should give you a lot of BR. and just rinse and repeat. So once you're actually done with the mythic pet or whatever pet it is, then the next step would be to actually activate a pet which you haven't, for mythic pet, for legendary, or whatever that is, and then just focus on that pet rather than you activating a lot more. Just focus on it, get it to level 2 or 3 for legendary, and just upgrade it to lost, and then just move on. So keep doing this. But obviously there's an exception. If you are going for certain pets that are not available, if I'm not wrong, currently I'm trying to activate Lilith. I'm kind of diverting away from my plan, because if I am not wrong, I didn't see Lilith pet fragments for the Monster Hunter event that happened, and I only saw it for the cooking event. So so I'm assuming that you can't get Lilith pet fragments for Monster Hunter, and that's the reason why I just went straight for Lilith, because it's one of the harder pets to get, and Dera Mera is another hard pet to get, which obviously you don't have to spend diamonds on. You can just pretty much get it from your guild spin that you have per day, unless you want to spend diamonds on that, then that's fine. So basically what you need to do is pretty much really easy. Just to sum up everything, focus on one pet, get it to rank 2, get the rest of the associated pet to rank 2, and then start gracing that pet to the Lost Realm, and then do it for the associated pets. Activate another pet, focus on getting to the Lost Realm. Just keep doing this until you have actually maxed out all of your pets to level 2 for mythic, level 3 for legendary into the Lost Realm, and then you can start thinking about getting them to rank 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. And then once you have that, then go on to maxing out Sky and Final Realm as well. That will take you a lot of time, trust me. I've spent tons of diamonds on events. In fact, the last cooking festival, I was placed second, and I managed to activate 4 pets. So I'm definitely not going to do that every single cooking event, because that's an insane amount of diamonds I spent. I think I got about 20,000 points, and that equates to about 200,000 gems, or even 100,000 gems, or whatever amount. But it equates to $1,000 or $2,000 that I spent on this, which definitely no way I'm going to spend every single month. There was just a one-off thing. I learned from it not to do it again. So yep, unless you're willing to spend $2,000 a month for that event, then fine, do whatever you want. If not, I just feel this is one of the easiest way, although it's time consuming, but it will just save you a lot of time and diamonds in making sure that in the long run you're doing the right thing and you don't mess up. Because if you do, then obviously it will cost you a lot more than to rectify it and just go back on to the right path here. So this is what you what you can expect from Pet Grace. Please do subscribe to my channel and like the video. If you would want me to do a video on Ascension for wings, just let me know. If I get enough likes and comments, I will be doing the video in the near future, just to kind of give you a detailed overview on the Ascension feature as well. So please subscribe, like, share, comment, and I'll be there answering any questions that you have. So please don't hesitate to ask any questions, even if it's stupid question. Just ask. I mean, that's how you learn. So thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.